So guys, in lesson 5 of this module, we're going to talk about medical appointments and why it's important to even have its own section. A lot of people don't really think about this, but it's very important that you keep track of your client's doctor's appointments and make sure even you hold the doctors accountable to send the necessary information back with the client. So a lot of time, when you're setting appointments, you'll notice, that family members will want to take clients, and you'll sometimes say, okay, that's one thing off of my plate, but I'll challenge you to say, that you have to really kind of take control of the doctor's appointments, and I say this because that's directly affecting your care plan for these clients. So, for example, and I used to be this way. I used to say, oh, well, her daughter's taking her, so I don't have to worry about it. Then the daughter takes it to the doctor. They'll go, the doctor will say something, or change the prescription. The family member or daughter will leave, and they won't bring the information back to the facility. Stuff will get lost in translation and commute, and we didn't get all the information we needed, which could be a disaster, because if the doctor changes something and maybe the family member didn't want that to be changed, or they forgot, now it's going to be on you because you didn't have that correct documentation in your facility. Because if that client gets sick or something happens, if they do an investigation, they're going to go back to the doctor, and the doctor's going to say, well, I wrote a script for this person to now start this, and we don't know why it didn't make it to the facility. They're going to be looking at you and asking you, why didn't this information get relayed back to you? They're going to want to see your communication with the hospital and with the doctor. So even if I did have family members, taking clients to the doctor, I always had communication with the client's doctors. I would always make sure the appointments were scheduled on our facility schedule. I would do the appointment reminders to the family member and the client, and I would always request that whatever the doctor sent home, they email to us as well, because I wanted that documentation in my hands as well. That way, when it came time for us to do a new assessment, the delegating nurse would then have all the paperwork she needed to say, okay, this client has now changed. Let's change the care plan. You want to still be in direct contact with the other caregivers that's responsible for this client as well, because that client is, at the end of the day, is living under your care. So you can't just say, oh, well, the family member was supposed to take care of that. I don't know, to say something like that's not acceptable. So you should coordinate the visits with the doctors. Follow-up appointments, you should know exactly when the follow-up appointments are. You should have it on your schedule. Even if you're not taking them, you should still have all this information. Any paperwork that's being sent back, you should request, as their care provider, they live in a facility, you should have requests that be faxed or sent to you or emailed. You should have copies of everything. An accompaniment service. So now you can also take the clients to the doctors. Offer accompanying residence where you can send one of your employees to the doctors with them. So then that employee could then bring that paperwork back, and you're more comfortable sending someone that's a part of your organization with this person to the doctor. You can charge extra for that accompaniment service. You charge whatever hourly rate you want, but as long as you get the information back, and actually the staff at your facility will be better informed to tell the doctors a change in care that may be needed for the client, because they're the ones taking care of the resident every day. So, they're in communication with the resident every day. So they're the ones asking the resident about, their change in condition, and they're noticing it themselves. They're the ones doing the daily care. So it's always good to send someone with them to the doctor. And transportation arrangement. So, this is an add-on service. So you can make transportation arrangements for one of your staff members to take them. That would be an upcharge for me. You can write that in your contract. Okay, we're gonna charge $150 every single time we have to escort your loved one to a doctor's appointment. And then you can go off of miles. If it's over this amount of miles, you can charge more. You know, that's just up to you. But that's always an add-on service. Don't do that for free. And then sometimes they have transportation services that the client's insurance will pay for. So you just can schedule that. So just schedule it, and then you can send a resident with them. And you can still charge more even when you send one of the staff members with them. You still charge for that staff time because you still have to pay the staff. So you should still charge for that. But normally they'll have, you know, sometimes insurance will pay for the transportation services themselves. We talk about this, tracking and documentation. Maintain records of scheduled appointments, transportation arrangements, and any additional service provided. You know, it just helps keep everything airtight. You know how the person's getting there, you know exactly what time, you know who's going with them, who's on the schedule to go with them that day. Then that person can, you know, share relevant health information. So this is important as well because a lot of times the doctors don't even know what's going on with the client because they may have an appointment every 3 months. You have to then take the client's book to the doctors for the doctors to look at. So you don't want to even send that with a family member per se. So sometimes it's good to kind of charge extra to go with, send this, you know, information with them. So the doctor's going to look at that book and say, okay, which everything seems normal. You know, you're good to go, or they want to change something up. Then you have that client's book. You take that information from the doctor and you just slide it in the most recent doctor's appointments folder. So it's a folder in the book that says doctor's appointment. So you slide it in the folder. So when the delegating nurse comes back to the assessment, she can look, okay, the person had a doctor's appointment on this day. Let me read the doctor's notes. Okay, well, I can see the doctors that changed some things. Let's go ahead and try to implement some changes. Or she may want to call, the delegating nurse may want to call a doctor and see, you know, exactly, you know, what kind of plan they would like to make together, or, you know, if they have any additional information they want to add. And it's just better to have that information readily accessible and freely moving about parties that care for the resident. Because so many times, you know, you'll see a disconnect between the facility and outside care providers, where a situation like an illness or an event could have been canceled. Could have been prevented if they were in communication with each other correctly. So just because the doctor doesn't have any, you know, affiliation with your company, this is still, you guys are all still in partnership to ensure the, you know, care of this client. So, you know, even in an event of like a medical emergency or urgent health issue, you always have to follow the protocols. You got to call that person's doctor, call a delegating nurse to do an assessment. You know, it's just all these protocols are in place for a reason. And that's just to maintain transparency between all these parties that care for this resident. Because you may have a person that may have several different doctors. They may have a primary care, oncologist, you know, all these different doctors that they're going to see. So it's your job to keep all that in one place to make sure this person can maintain the best health possible in their old age. So, and you have to really do your due diligence, because something happens and the state comes, they're going to want to know, okay, well, this should have been communicated. This should have been communicated with the staff. This should have been communicated with the doctor. This should have been communicated with this person. So for each doctor's appointment they go to, you should really take the client book, and then it has everything, all their care notes, all their medications, how often they taking their medication, if they missed it, if they were ill one day, what happened. So each doctor can look at all this stuff and then come up with a sound decision. It's actually better than them living on their own, because no one else is doing this other than, you know, care facilities. So, you know, this is like really vital to maintain, you know, the health of your client.